Two shanks up, that's me and Bo Crash. Mad, you don't wanna buck into gang, watch your head back fly, that's corn and hats. Tap, 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 don't get wet. Neck, chest, belly, face, leg, back. See a pagan, that's all try attack. Coulda wet my man, but he stays in gaff.
You can't talk in a man them, coulda gang them, really pot smoke. Tell her, oh, welcome to the party, stay good like Lonnie, got a two in my zone. Step round there, tryna crank face, show you about karma, I know how it goes. I'm tryna turn man ghost, then back to the block, get high when I ghost.
Two shanks up, that's me and Bo Crash. Mad, you don't wanna buck into.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be explaining my thought process whenever I approach a new mix. Okay, so here I'm in FL Studio 20. I'm going to be showing you guys an example very shortly, but first I'm going to explain my thought process whenever I approach a new mix. Okay, so the number one thing I look out for first, say for example somebody sends me their track for me to mix. The first thing I listen out for is the vocal recording quality, because if it's a bad vocal recording quality, then it's going to give you a lot of work and then you're going to be in intensive care. The mix itself will require intensive surgery and it will just be long for you as an engineer. If it's a good vocal recording quality, then it will be less work for you, but you will also enjoy it, because depending on the vocal recording quality, it will either make or break your mix. Okay, I've noticed a lot of people are trying to get into mixing and mastering, and whenever I have, like for example, a full project breakdown in FL Studio 20, it's harder for them to kind of digest. So I think sometimes practice with small chunks of vocals and a small chunk of the beat. Reason being is because if you have a small chunk of the beat or small chunk of the vocal, because you're doing less work and you can actually hear what you're actually doing. Let's say for example you're a beginner, I would recommend you just start out 2-track mixing. So just get a beat and get a lead vocal and one verse and then mix like that. Try and perfect that. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys here today, and I'll be going through the thought process as well, my thought process. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to play you this. Nothing is mixed at all. If you look at the mixer, I just routed the beat into it, but nothing is mixed at all. So the first thing I do is play the track, of course. Brace your ears because it's going to be kind of loud. I'll play it from here.
Two shanks up, that's me and Bo Crash. Mad, you don't wanna buck into gang, watch your hair back. Don't get wet, neck, chest, belly.
You can't talk in a man them, coulda gang them, really pot smoke. Tell her, oh, welcome to the party, stay good like Lonnie, got a two in my zone.
So you can instantly hear that everything's too loud, okay? Now, you need to actually just gain adjust, okay? So you need to gain stage in a sense, reduce everything to make it kind of quieter, because right now, if we look at the mixer, if we play it now, we're peaking. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, this is the first thing I just instinctively do. I double click on the beat itself, and then just where it says volume, I just bring that down. Just bring it down. I just use my ears. I don't even need to say, okay, bring it down to, let's say, negative 25. Just bring it down to the point where, if we play it now in the mixer.
Yeah, you can't talk in a man them, coulda gang them, really pot smoke. Yeah, you can't talk in a man them, coulda gang them, really pot smoke. Tell her, oh.
And then after the vocals now.
Crash, mad, you don't wanna buck into gang, watch your hair back.
Yeah, the vocals are a good level for recording. You can see this is a nice smooth vocal recording. There's no effects on these vocals, but I'm going to reduce them anyway, okay? I'm going to double click, vocal, and just reduce
Crash,
them.
mad, you don't want to buck into gang, watch your hair back fly, that's corn and hat.
And then after I'm going to copy this one, so right click, copy, go to the next one, lead vocal 2, paste that there as well, okay? If we play everything now with the beats and everything.
Crash, mad, you don't want to buck into gang, watch your hair back fly, that's corn and hats.
So this is one of the first things I do, okay? After, of course, assessing and analyzing the vocal recording quality, okay? So now you can see that everything's kind of almost pre-balanced in a sense.
Crash, mad, you don't want to buck into gang, watch your hair back fly, that's corn and hats, tap.
Okay, now I'm going to route everything into the mixer, okay? So let's say I've done that now. Route everything is the next kind of step, okay? This is my thought process. I've done this, I've done that, I kind of prepared it a little bit. Now, I'm going to route things into the mixer, okay? I'm going to go to the mixer and create the channels first there. I usually prefer to do that, okay? So I want to go to Insert 2. I'm going to create a vocal bus, because the vocal bus is going to be the main group that kind of houses all the vocals, okay? And then I'm going to press vocal bus, change the color. I like to change the color to red, and then press tick. And then because there's 2 vocals, I want them to have their own individual mixer channel. So I'm going to go to the next first one and call it lead vocal 1. Essentially, I'm going to call it just this, okay? Just so that you guys can see. But usually you can call it verse 1, verse 2, and then after you can route those things into what you call the lead vocal bus itself, then lead vocal bus into the vox bus. But for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to route these 2 into this. So I'm going to right click, route to this track only, okay?
Crash, mad.
Then I'm going to color these because I like them to have color. Then just color them like that, then cool.
Crash, mad.
But they're not rooted into this. I just created the mixer channels, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to where it says number 3, and where it says, because I know this is going to be the channel here for lead vocal 1, okay? So I'm going to go to where it says track 2, right click, track mode, audio track, and then lead vocal 1. And then automatically whatever is on this channel here, on this part of the playlist, is going to be routed into lead vocal 1.
Crash, mad, you don't want to buck into gang.
Same thing for this one, track 3, track mode, audio track, lead vocal 2.
Man them, coulda gang them, really pot smoke.
Okay, let me just press detach so this is always appearing.
Man them, could the gang them really pop smoke. Tell her, oh, welcome to the party, stay good like Lonnie, got a 2 in my zone. Step round there trying to crank.
Also, one thing I usually like to do also is actually introduce markers. Okay, so I press here, time markers, add one. I like to create the one for the intro, and then I have to bring this all the way to the left, and then I have to just start here. Let's say verse 1, and then verse 2 starts here. It just makes it neat, okay? So let me play everything now, how it sounds like, just everything rooted, and yeah, let's play it from here.
2 shanks up, that's me and Bo Crash. Mad, you don't wanna buck into gang, watch your head back fly, that's corning hats. Tap, 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 don't get wet. Neck, chest, belly, face, leg, back. See a pagan, that's all try attack. Coulda wet my man, but he stays in gap.
You can't talk in a man them, could the gang them really pop smoke. Tell her, oh, welcome to the party, stay good like Lonnie, got a 2 in my zone. Step round there trying to crank face, show you about karma, I know how it goes. I'm trying to turn man ghost, then back to the block, get high when I ghost.
Okay, so then it repeats after this. So the first thing now I'm going to do